Hello, and welcome to another exciting edition of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ryan, your host, and folks, we're returning back to Focus Features with tonight's review, and I'm welcoming you to this review of One Day. And as I said, this is a Focus Features movie, so yes, we're finally returning back to Focus Features with this one. This movie stars Anne Hathaway and Jim Sturgis? I'm probably butchering that name. He was in a movie called Across the Universe, and Anne Hathaway. Sorry if there's like a glare right there, but it has Anne Hathaway as well. This movie is directed by Lon Sheffig. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This has a bunch of unknowns, but this also has Patricia Clarkson. So I'll run down the cast. This has Anne Hathaway, Jim Sturgis, which I said before. This has Patricia Clarkson, Ken Sort, and Romania. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Gar AI? Pronouncing that right. Is based on law by David Nicholas and is written by David Nicholas for the screen. So what did I think of One Day? Average. Let's talk about One Day. So I'm going to read you the plot right here as we usually always do. After one day together, July 15th, 1988, the college graduates, Emma Morla and Dexter Mayhew, began a friendship that lasts a lifetime. She's a working class girl who dreams of making the world a better place. He's a wealthy charmer who thinks the world is his playground. Somewhere over the next 2 decades, these two very different people realize that the love they've been hoping for has been there for them all along. So that's really the plot to this movie. So One Day, as I said, is just average. So right off the beginning, the film starts with Emma. She's doing some lap swimming. So she's like swimming in laps. So, or freestyle swimming, however you want to say. So that. She meets up with another man. As I said, she meets up with Dexter, and the two of them bond and remotely become friends. They all graduate from school. And basically, they're trying to work the way around to be able to go to the job in their field and do all that, and so on and so forth. I really, like I said, this was just average. Patricia Clarkson is one of the few actresses who's really good, given what she has done, given her character. So right off the bat, they're at the beach, and turns out they're at a nudist beach, and they didn't realize it's a nudist beach. So he's asking her something. She's saying, "This is my swimming costume, so I'm gonna go down to the beach," that kind of thing. And they're trying to work it out, and that relevates to what is really going on with these two. They love each other. They want to be together. He finds another woman, and love is in the air. So most of the time, you'll see her. She goes back and freestyle swims or lap swims. Though I may find interesting, she decides. Most people who go freestyle swimming, lap swimming usually have swimming goggles on. Here, she doesn't. How she's able to do that, I don't know. I don't know. But, yeah. So, basically, he falls on a woman, and it goes through different years. So it starts out with July 15th, 88. July 15th, 89, July 15th, 1990, so on, until they get to, no, July 15th, I'm sorry, not July 11th, July 15th. So it goes through each year up until 2011. That's not giving away the whole movie, that's what this movie came out, so yeah. Though Netflix has made this into a TV show, and right now my mom's watching the TV show. So there are 14 episodes of there, so if you want to check out the show for yourself, it is available on Netflix. I don't know if the movie's on Netflix. I don't think. But, yeah. I don't really have much to say. It ends in a downer. There is a downer, but sort of a happily ever after ending. And, yeah, I'm not going to tell you how it is. And not going to tell you what happens, but basically his daughter grows up. Yeah, so pretty much that. So I don't know. Like I said, it's just average. I think performances are good. I'm not an Anne Hathaway fan. I said this before many times. I don't like Anne Hathaway's acting. She reminds a little bit of Keanu Reeves. I just don't like that dry acting. Ever since I've seen Princess Diaries, I just never liked her as an actress. There are some stuff she's really good at, but for the most part, it's dry. And I don't like when actors and actresses have dry, wooden, stiff performance. So that's kind of going to knock it down. So, I don't think this movie is bad. It's just average. I've seen better movies from the studio. I've seen better romantic films from the studio. And again, as I said before, I don't hate this movie. I just wish it was better. I do think the director is really good. She also directed An Education, and it was based on a book, so it's kind of like that. So, without making the video too long, at the end of the day, One Day is just average. It's weird how I said at the end of the day, even though the title's called One Day, and then as I said before, it's just average. It could have been better. It's not the worst movie I watch. I do like this Jim Surja. I'm hoping to pronounce that right. Again, I'm bad with last names. He was in a movie called Across the Universe, and I believe the one card movie, I forget what it's called, might be 31. I don't know, some movie about cards, some movie about blackjack. And I think he's a very talented guy. But I just, like I said again, if the acting was a little better, Anne Hathaway as an actress is just wooden and stilted and could have been better. But it's not a terrible movie. It's not a train wreck. I was interested. The ending will make you think. I'm not going to tell you how the actual ending is. So, yeah, I would say it's just average. So, if you do want to check it out, yeah. If you do, the show is on Netflix, so if you want to watch the show, and then maybe check out the movie, we'll see. So yeah, One Day is just an average watch. So let's go ahead and rate this right now, guys. I'm going to go ahead and give One Day a 3 out of 5. I feel, again, with this movie, it could have been a lot better. It's not terrible, but it just could have been... It's just average, and it could be... there could be worse things. But for the most part, it's just average. So, yeah. One Day. I would say it's worth watching in one day, but not something I'll probably watch again. It's just okay. I don't know if I'm going to keep this movie in my collection. And I don't think... It's definitely not going to be on the best list. I can tell you that. But yeah, if you do want to check out One Day, yeah, I guess, if you really want to. So, yeah, so not much to say. So that's my review of One Day. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like the content on the channel, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, and ring the bell to get the video notifications so you don't miss a single video on the channel. I'm also on Letterboxd, guys. You can check me out there as well. And tons of really good content on the channel. Pretty much that, and I got lots of stuff. You know the drill. You pretty much know the drill. So, yeah, one day, just an average one day of a movie, I should say. So, if you do want to check out the show. And if you like the show, I guess check out the movie. Who knows? The show could be good. So, yeah, that's it, guys. And as always, keep watching those Universal movies.